Karen here from the Stitch Sessions. Welcome back to another fun crochet tutorial. This week I have a stitch tutorial for you, and this is the Lacy Fans stitch. Now I call it the Lacy Fan stitch. There might be a different name for it because I've seen a few different variations on this stitch, and I haven't quite come across the proper name. So if you recognize this stitch and it's not called the Lacy Fan stitch, please do let me know. Leave it for us in the comment box down below. Now I call it a fan versus a shell because we use a lot more stitches than a typical shell stitch. So a shell stitch would be 3 double crochets. In total, this fan would take up 7 stitches, okay? Now, some people will create a shell with 5, but in this swatch, I used 7. And I call it the Lacy Fan because you've got some eyelets in between there with some chain 2 stitches. Now, if you're a newer crocheter, you can absolutely do this. You just simply need to use double crochets and single crochets. It's a 2-row repeat. And so you would start with an establishing row of single crochets, which is my preference. Not everybody starts with an establishing row. And then you work your fans using double crochet stitches, and then you repeat the single crochet row. Now you might see this stitch done using triple crochet stitches, also known as treble crochet stitches. So like I said, there's some variations on how you can create this same effect. This just simply is how I do mine. Now, this is going to be super fun, I think, if you use it to create some really beautiful, airy, lacy material. If you're looking to do some summer tops, things like that, I think this stitch would be really, really beautiful. Now, you will notice that it's got a little bit of a bow at the bottom. That is kind of the design. I talk about it near the end of the tutorial as well. And the sides kind of have a little bit of a ripple. It is the nature of the stitch. Anytime you're skipping quite a few stitches in between, even though it's the same number of stitches, it just creates a little bit of a bunching effect. And but it doesn't take away from it. It's still pretty straight for the most part. It's consistent. And if you were using this for a top or something like that, it would get sewn in at the sides anyway, so it's not really going to matter. If you were doing this as a doily or even a blanket, if you decided to use like a thicker weight yarn, you could do this for a blanket. Most often you're going to crochet a border in any case, so you wouldn't even really notice that. But I actually really like the waviness of the top and the bottom. I think it just gives it some unique features and personalities. And also, I want you to notice that these fans are stacked one on top of the other. So there's a lot of variations on this and a lot of shell or fan designs where sometimes they will alternate. So in this row, you'd have 3, but maybe in the next one, you'd have 2 where they would sit in between. This particular stitch is done where they're stacked one on top of the other. So what do you guys think? Are you ready to dive in? Let's get to it. Let's crochet your Lacy Fan stitch. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Lion Brand's 24/7 cotton yarn for this little tutorial. And the color here is called Camel, I believe. Yep, there it is. And this is such a lovely yarn. It's a medium 4 weight. It is mercerized cotton, in case you're wondering, but you can use any type of yarn for this stitch. I do think, however, that anything from a lightweight to a fine weight yarn is going to look much nicer with this stitch. So if you're doing some summer projects like summer tops or cover-ups, things like that, I think this would be a really nice stitch to use in a very fine or lightweight yarn. So that's the yarn I'm going to be using. And then the hook size today is going to be a 4mm hook, which is also known as a G or a size 6. And of course, anytime you're working on a project, make sure that you have a yarn needle to weave in any of your ends, and of course, a handy pair of scissors to snip your yarn. So let's get started on this lovely stitch. Okay, so you're going to begin by placing a slip knot onto your hook. And this stitch is done in multiples of 7 stitches. So you're going to do it in sets of 7. And then I add 2 at the end. So I think there's a couple of different variations on how some people will do this stitch, but this is how I do mine. So I am going to do, I'm going to do 3 sets of 7, so that's 21. And then I'm going to add 2 more at the end. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So that's my 3 sets of 7. And then I'm going to add 2 more at the end, okay? So now I have a total of 23 chains. So we're going to be using pretty much mostly double crochet stitches for this tutorial. But what I like to do a lot of times at the beginning is I just like to do a row of single crochets. I just find that it's going to give the top of your work, or the bottom of your work, I should say, a little bit more sustenance. So what we're going to do is we're going to just chain 1 more. And then all we're going to do is into the second chain from the hook, we're just going to place a single crochet. Okay, and that's all you're going to do for this first row. And this is not part of the repeat. This is just what I like to call the establishing row. It's just going to give you something a little bit more established to work into. So just 1 single crochet into every single stitch, and you should still have 23 stitches at the end of this. Okay, so row 1 is complete and I have 23 stitches, okay? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into row number 2 and we're gonna use double crochets. So I'm gonna chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn my work. So this will count as a double crochet. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, this first one belongs to that chain 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. Then into the 4th stitch is where we're going to create our lacy fan. So we're going to yarn over, and into that stitch we're going to place a double crochet. Okay. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and back into the same stitch we're going to place another double crochet. So we just pull through 2 and pull through 2. Then, so right now you have like a V-stitch type of thing, but we are going to chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and then we're going to go back again into that very same stitch and double crochet. Just like that. Okay, so you have something that looks like that. So normally a fan would be 7 full stitches. Some people do it with 5. In this case, we would have done it with 7, but in order to create that lacy effect, we leave a chain of 2 in between there. So instead of 2 stitches in the spaces, it's just 2 chains, okay? So once you've done your fan, your lacy fan, you will chain 1. And now what we're going to do is we're going to skip 6 stitches, okay? So at the beginning, we only skipped 3, but in subsequent repeats, you're going to skip 6. And then at the very end, you would have 4 left, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and into the 7th one, we're going to do that lacy fan again. So we have 1 double crochet, chain 2, back into the same stitch, we have a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet again back into the same stitch. Okay, so now you can see there's 2 fans, and that chain 1 just gives it room to breathe there. Okay, so once you're done your fan, you chain 1, and then you skip 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the 7th one, we do another lacy fan. So we have double crochet, chain 2, double crochet back into the same stitch. And then we chain 2 again, and double crochet back into the same stitch. So this gives us our 3rd fan, just like that. It's kind of wonky right now because we're still in the early stages. So we're going to chain 1, and whenever you come up to the end, you should have 4 stitches left. So remember, we skipped 3 stitches at the top. We're going to skip 3 stitches at the end. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then into that last stitch, you're just going to place a double crochet stitch. And I want to try and pick up both of those loops there. and double crochet. Okay, so this is row number 2. Just give it a little bit of a stretch there. So you can see how those shells sit, they stretch out a bit, and they're nice and lacy. So essentially, this is going to be our repeat. So you're going to go back now and repeat row number 1, which is all single crochet stitches, and then row number 2, which is the lacy fan. So let's go on to row number 3, and let's see how our single crochet stitches would work into this. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And this row is just single crochet stitches. So we're going to go into the very first stitch here. We're going to single crochet. Now remember, we single crocheted in between the fans. We're going to ignore that. We're going to skip over that, and we are going to just single crochet into that very first stitch. And then into the space, we are going to single crochet 2 times, because remember, we've got 2 chains there. If you want, you can work into the chain, but for some people, they find it kind of finicky, so you can just go into the space. Then you will single crochet into the stitch, the double crochet, and then into the space, you will single crochet 2 times. Okay, and then into the top of the last double crochet, you'll place a single crochet. So what this does is it now gives our lacy fan a little bit of structure there. See that? Okay, so then you just continue on doing that. But remember, the chain 1 in between the fans, we ignore. So we just go on to the very next double crochet. We single crochet, and then into the chain 2 spaces, we place 2 single crochets, and then into the top of the double, we place 1. So we have 2, and then we have 1. Okay, so each fan will have 7 stitches in total above each one. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way to the end. And remember that the chain 1 spacer in between, we do not work into, we just skip over it and single crochet into the very next fan. Okay, and then when we come back to, or when we come to the end, which is the beginning of where we started our fans, we've got that chain 3 here, okay? And all we're gonna do is we're gonna find the top of that chain, and we're gonna single crochet into that, and row number 3 is complete. So it's just a row of single crochets, and you should have 23 stitches again, okay? So this fan just gets a little bit more solidification with the row of single crochets. Isn't that pretty? So that is basically the repeat. So now you would go back, you would repeat row number 2. So you would start off by chaining 3, 1, 2, and 3. Notice I keep them nice and relaxed. I don't want them too tight. And now I'm going to, again, skip the first 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and into the 4th one, I'll do my very first lacy fan. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch. I think you're getting the gist now. Chain 2, and then back again into the same stitch. You've completed your fan, and then you chain 1 at the end, okay? So you can see this pattern is designed so that your fans will stack one on top of the other, okay? So you would go ahead and do that. So every time you do a fan, it's gonna fall on top of the middle stitch of the fan from 2 rows below. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way to the end. And as usual, in the last stitch, you will double crochet, chain 1, turn your work. Then you repeat row number 3, which is just single crochet stitches. Pretty easy, right? So as long as you know your double crochets and single crochets, this stitch is going to be nice and easy for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work up several more rows so you can see what the full effect will look like. And hopefully you will be just as excited as I am to come up with some fun, what I think would be nice summer projects with this stitch. And so remember, Once you've gone past the first one, you're going to skip 6 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we go. It always seems to fall right on top of that center double crochet. So at this point, now that you've established the first few rows, you kind of don't even need to count. You can see where it falls. But as always, I do recommend you counting to verify so that you have consistency in your work. Okay, so I have completed a total of 9 rows. So now you can see the effect of the lacy fan with the single crochets in between. So it just gives you this really pretty little wavy edge there. If you want to straighten it out, you can block it a bit, but the nature of this stitch does create this really beautiful edging. So you can see it's the same on the bottom as it is on the top pretty much. So that's why I thought it would be perfect for some lacy summer projects. So what do you think? Pretty easy, right? And really, really pretty. So if you have any questions, please do leave them for me in the comment box down below. And don't be alarmed that this is going to have like a little bit of a wave. It's going to bow out a little bit. It is the nature of the stitch because we are skipping so many stitches. It's kind of designed to give the wave. So I think you're really going to enjoy working on this for some fun lacy projects, like I said. So make sure to leave a comment for me down below if you have any detailed questions. Like I said, it's just double crochets and single crochets. So if you're a little newer, you should be okay working on this stitch. And if you have any suggestions, by the way, on what you would use this stitch for, please leave that in the comment box down below because it helps the rest of us. Sometimes we're all looking for some inspiration. But I hope you did enjoy it and are excited to try something a little new and pretty and slightly fancy. So that's it for me today. And by the way, if you prefer to email me directly, you can email me your questions at info@crochetcrafty.com. And as always, please do check the website. There's a lot of great resource tools there for you, like sizing charts. There's a bunch of free written patterns, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. So that is crochetcrafty.com. And as always, please do tag me in your work. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at The Stitch Sessions. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day and have fun crocheting as always. Make sure to take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in next week's session. Bye-bye.